Hey guys, it's JJ. I'm back with another video. You guys actually really wanted to see something else from me. Before we get into the meat of the video itself, I just want to thank you guys who actually responded to the Meet the Artist video that I posted a couple days ago. It really actually makes me really giddy that people want to see what I have to offer and what kind of content I can make. A special shout out to Doodlemunster. I'm pretty sure I'm friends with them on Facebook, but they were the one who suggested some art challenge videos, and so I'm gonna link them down below. Very good idea, and they upload some pretty awesome speed paints, if I do say so myself. I mean, it's what I do. It's a lot of fun, and they're really good at it. I also got a new mic. Hopefully it sounds better to you guys, because I used to just use my gaming headset, and to me it sounds like it's improved. I want to hear your guys. I want to know if you guys think it sounds better or not. So today, you probably saw in the beginning and in the title and everything else, I'm doing the 3-color challenge, because when I think of an art challenge, it was one of the first things that came up. You probably know at this point, I watch a lot of Lavender Town, I watch a lot of Twisted Disaster, I watch a lot of, well, I used to watch a lot of Holly Brown. We're not going to get into that. Lemia Crescent, and a bunch of other art YouTubers. They have, at least most of them have done the 3-color challenge, and it's one of the first things that pops up when you look up art challenges on YouTube. I don't know if it's because of my algorithm or whatnot, but it's a pretty common challenge. And I decided to do this one first because I thought it was going to be easy. You know, I was just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna own this thing, I'm gonna draw a cool looking thing, and it's only gonna be 3 colors, and it's gonna be simple as hell. Wrong, so totally wrong. It was the exact opposite of what happened. I had such a hard time with this thing, especially because I thought I was gonna have an easier time because I didn't have to mess with the color wheel. I didn't have to chuck around a whole bunch of colors and test it out and see what was gonna work, when now I only have 3 colors to choose from, and I have to do all my shading and highlighting and base colors and details all in those 3 colors. So I started struggling with that a lot. You can really see that in the hood. I had a hard time with the dang hood, dude. So all with that, I had a couple of color palettes that I chose from. You could see it in the beginning of the video, and I will pop back to them every so often, because I didn't want just one set of 3 colors that I wanted to choose from. I didn't want something boring, and I didn't want something that was just gonna be, like, eye blinding or just so disgusting to look at. Like, I wanted something that I thought would probably still turn out alright if I put enough effort into it, and I think it turned out okay. So with that being said, I did want to give up on this a couple times, but I didn't. I kept pushing through it, and in the end, I think it turned out looking pretty good for the only colors that I had, you know? This challenge, the 3-color challenge, it made me realize just how hard it is to not be able to go to my color wheel and pick something that I know is gonna look a lot better. Like, I had to work with these colors to make them look good with wherever they were at. I had to be more mindful of where I was gonna put the colors, with what color I was going to, make her skin, make her hair, make the hood. I didn't want the skin and the shirt to be the same color, and I didn't want the hood and the hair to be the same color. So I really had to figure out what I was gonna do. And so I wasn't able to mess with the color wheel, which is a blessing and a curse. And it also forced me to use a lot more layers and a lot more options of those layers. So a lot of overlay, a lot of luminosity, a lot of shade and lumi, and a lot of multiply layers. I used a lot of those, and I try to not rely on those as much. I still use overlay quite a lot, but I'm trying to get more into just using the colors as what they are instead of having the actual program do the color manipulation for me, you know? Honestly, I still love the way overlay works though. Like, it helps a lot, makes my art look so much better than what I could possibly do right now. I just need practice, and I think that's what every single artist always needs, is practice, no matter where you're at. So, with those layers in mind, the one thing that I can really tell you is when I start coloring in her claw hand, that's when you can really tell that I'm just packing in the colors so much. So many layers, and I don't have the layers or the color wheel really shown on the screen just because I want the focus to be on the drawing, but I can promise you that I'm just constantly adding layers during the color. So I was going to explain, after all of that, what my inspiration for the character really was, because I had no idea walking into this what I was going to try and do. So I started sketching and whatnot, and I've been playing a lot of Overwatch recently, and I wanted to see if I can make Ash. Obviously, this wasn't Ash, but the hair and the face and the whole gun hand kind of thing. Like, my main inspiration at the beginning was Ash from Overwatch, because I love playing her. She's really pretty. She's my wife. But then I kind of started going with more of a WoW theme, because I was like, okay, well, not Overwatch, maybe WoW, maybe a Blizzard game of some kind still. And so I chucked on some ears, some Nightborn ears, and tried to see if I could make my hunter or something. That also didn't work out, especially with the color palette. My hunter's all purples and greens, and this is just straight up warm colors. So I kind of ended up with a Diablo-esque type, Overwatch type, just edgy kind of looking eyeliner. I don't really know, with a claw hand and some finger guns and a hood. I don't know. It ended up looking cool. I like it. I like the design. Just, not really sure where it went, but it went where it wanted to. So my inspiration really was Blizzard games, and that's what my inspiration is a lot of, is just Blizzard games and video games in general. You're gonna see that quite a lot, and you're gonna hear that quite a lot. That's what I'm about. If I'm not drawing, I'm playing video games. If I'm not playing video games, I'm drawing. I mean, there's one of two things that I do with my life right now. One of three things. I work, I play video games, and I draw. That's all I do. And it's alright. I'm okay with that. Especially because I really love 2 out of those 3 things. And I don't really mind my job either, which is kind of cool. So, with the coloring and all of this jazz, I was really trying to figure out how I'm gonna shade it. The darkest color I have is this bright ass red that's on the hood right now. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I know that I need to somehow put in some kind of shading. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try and use that red or this orange or something, and I'm gonna slam dunk it on my photo, and I'm gonna overlay it or multiply it. I believe I multiplied it, but then I took the opacity down, and I messed a lot with the opacity and overlay and multiply, trying to figure out how can I get this program to manipulate the color for me without me actually choosing a different color. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I also didn't want the picture to look terrible, But the red color was by far the worst color to work with, but it was also my saving grace, because it's what I used to basically make this entire piece pop, and two, it's what I used to shade, because it is the darkest color, and it actually, like, the way it shaded the hair and the body, it worked out really well. The only thing I'm still a little peeved about is the hood, but there's some point where you just kind of have to stop messing with it and be like, alright, I need to go on to something else before I lose my damn mind. So that's what I did. The other thing I had a really hard time with was the skin. I didn't want to do a base color for the skin, because I knew that it was just going to blend in with the shirt, because I felt like that was going to be the only color that was going to work pretty well for his skin tone, you know? So I just went in and tried to give her copious amounts of blush and facial shading, and like right there I was just like, what's happening? I'm gonna give her a beard or something. No, it did not work out. But at this point I was just like, I'm gonna shade it, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna give some kind of dimension, at least give some kind of 3D-esque something about it. And again, overlay and opacity helped the living shit out of me, okay? I was so grateful for my photo manipulation abilities in this program. That's why it's a challenge. Jeez. And now I'm starting to color in the claw hand, the claw arm. I don't know why I wanted to do the claw arm, but for some reason I just felt like it would look good with it, and I really enjoy it. And it kind of looks like pepperoni pizza at one point. I don't know if I took it back from that, but to me, it looks like a pepperoni pizza. It was supposed to be some kind of lava or demon hand of some kind. That's why I gave her the fang tooth, but, you know, whatever. It works. It looks cool. It looks cool, and it works. I also gave her a skirt. I just didn't go any farther past in the hips because, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't want to. Not this time, at least. But I thought... I think this thing turned out really well, actually. And, I believe... And, I mean, I had a lot of fun doing this. So, if you guys have any other suggestions or challenges that you want me to do, then heck yeah, leave it down in the comment section below. I loved doing this, and I love making these videos. It's actually a lot of fun just to talk into a microphone. I don't know why, but it is. So, I hope you guys have a really good day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you haven't yet, and you're new here, subscribe to me if you liked it, and like the video. So, thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.